Welcome back to Liga Predictions, everyone. This week I'm going to be sharing with you my top 6 predictions from La Liga and the English games this weekend as well. And the top 3 of these 6 predictions are what I call bankers. I'll be starting with my 6th favorite prediction and making my way up the list to my very favorite prediction, so be sure to stick around to the very end of the video. You don't want to miss out on the top 3 predictions. And before we kick off our predictions this week, please do me the favor of subscribing to this channel just to let me know that you're enjoying these videos that I'm making, and also so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming footballing predictions. That all being said, let's talk football. My 6th favorite prediction this weekend comes from the English FA Cup, and it's in the game between Newcastle and Brighton. Newcastle, well, they never really look like taking any points in their midweek loss away to Liverpool, whereas Brighton, well, they just keep on playing really good football and they just keep on racking up the wins. They've picked up 3 relatively comfortable wins in their last 3 games, and they'll be high on confidence coming into this one. Based on the current form between the two teams, I would probably say that Brighton are my favourites to get the win in this game. However, that is not going to be my prediction. Last week, Newcastle did create a few chances, and Callum Wilson he hasn't played many games and he didn't really have his scoring boots on, but I do think that if he starts this game, he'll get a goal in this one. Brighton, they've got loads of players who are scoring goals every week, so I'm pretty sure they're going to get on the score sheet in this game as well, and they'll probably even get a few goals. But I'm not going to predict a winner in this game. Instead, my prediction for Newcastle versus Brighton is going to be for over 2.5 goals. My 5th favourite prediction this week also comes from the English FA Cup, and this one is between Bournemouth and Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, the Wolves did beat Bournemouth last weekend in this exact fixture, 1-0. Will they be able to repeat that performance this time out? My money, it's on no. Not because they can't beat them, we know they can beat them. I just feel that given their current position on the Premier League table, Wolves won't be putting all their eggs in this particular basket this weekend. They currently sit just 5 points outside the relegation zone. I wouldn't be surprised to see them resting a few of their first team players with the upcoming Everton game in mind. Bournemouth are comfortably in mid-table, and they seem to maybe have taken their foot a little bit off the gas over the past few weeks. They've lost their last 2 games now, and I think they'll actually be looking at this game as a platform to boost their team morale and to build their confidence, and I think we're going to see a very strong lineup from the home team in this game. My prediction for this game? I see goals in this one. Either Bournemouth are going to really turn it on and just smash 5 past Wolves, or the Wolves will make a game of it and they'll get on the score sheet themselves, and I believe that we'll end up seeing one team finding a 3rd goal in this game. So my prediction for Bournemouth versus Wolverhampton in the FA Cup this weekend is once again for over 2.5 goals. My 4th pick this weekend again comes from the English FA Cup, and this is between Manchester United at home against Fulham. Now, this for me is going to be a really good game. Both teams, they do play attacking football and they've got no problems finding the back of the net, and both teams have really shaky defenses. And even though in 3 of their last 4 recent games Manchester have won this game 1-0, I see this game going a little bit differently. I do still think Manchester will probably get over the line in this one, but they won't keep a clean sheet in doing so. Once again, I think the FA Cup matches this weekend are going to have loads of goals in them, and I think that this one will as well. Just as Man U overcame Ipswich in midweek by eventually scraping to that 3-2 win, I can see a similar result occurring in this weekend's match against Fulham as well. I mean, Fulham have got more than enough talent in their front line to create gaps and create chances against Man U this weekend. And Man U, well, they've got Bruno Fernandes, he's playing quite well, and they've also got a few big centre halves who can score goals from corners as well. So I see this game having over 2.5 goals, and that will be my prediction. What do you guys think? Will this round of FA Cup games be as exciting as I'm predicting? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And now for my top 3 safest predictions for this weekend's games, and they all come from La Liga, and you guessed it, they all involve the top 3 teams in Spain. Starting off with a team in 2nd place, we have Real Madrid travelling to Sevilla to play 7th place Real Betis. Now, this is going to be a really good game, a very fiery encounter. Betis, they're in good form right now, and their stadium is just going to be packed to the rafters with their home supporters just really cheering them on to get the win in this game. They love playing Madrid. Madrid, they come into this game once again always in good form, and they've now won their last 3 games. However, remember that they have drawn and lost in their last 2 away games in La Liga, and let's hope that trend continues this weekend. It is going to be a very tough game for Madrid this weekend, but once again they're more than likely to claim the 3 points here. I'm not going to predict a Madrid win though. I have done it before. I'm not against predicting Madrid wins, but my prediction for this game is going to be for Real Madrid to score at least 2 goals, and hopefully it ends in a 2-2 draw. Next up, we have 3rd place Atletico Madrid hosting an in-form 4th place Athletic Bilbao. This is going to be a fantastic game. Both teams come into this game in great form. Both teams are scoring loads of goals. Atletico, they scored 4 past Barcelona in the midweek draw in the Copa del Rey. Bilbao, in their last home game against Valladolid, they scored 7. Yes, that's right, 7 goals. So if you think that this game is just going to be a boring 1-0 Atletico Madrid win, you're very, very mistaken. I can definitely see both teams scoring in this game, and I feel and I hope once again that this is probably going to end up in a draw, maybe a 1 or 2 draw. That's what I'll be hoping for. However, my prediction for Atletico Madrid at home against Athletic Bilbao, and you're going to get good odds for this, is for both teams to score. You could possibly go overs as well, but for my prediction, I'm sticking with both teams to score. And my final and top prediction for this weekend's game is between the 1st place Barcelona and 9th place Real Sociedad. Now, obviously, this is a must-win game for Barca, and they're going to be heavy favourites coming into this game. And I mean, it's a must-win for all the top 3 in Spain this weekend. It's so tight up there. And I do see Barcelona coming away with the 3 points here. They played out a very entertaining 4-4 draw against Atletico Madrid in midweek. That was a crazy game. And they actually rested a few of their first team players from the start. And if Ferran Torres didn't have an absolute shocker in front of goal, they probably should have got the win in that game. But Atletico made the most of the fewer chances that they created, and it's all to play for in the second leg. Back to this weekend's game, and Barcelona facing Sociedad, who also played in midweek, where they lost 1-0 at home to Real Madrid. Even though Sociedad did beat Barcelona 1-0 earlier on this season, their away form this season, especially recently, both in La Liga and Europe, it's been letting them down. And I just think Barcelona, they're just playing too well right now. They have too much confidence. They have too many great players, too many match winners going forward. They're creating opportunities in every game, and this game Lewandowski will start, and when he plays, he'll be sticking them away. And I think at the end of the day, we're going to see a comfortable home win for Barcelona against Sociedad. And I do think that after their horrendous start against Atletico Madrid, the lessons will have been learned, and they'll come out switched on and very strong from the start in this game. So my prediction for Barcelona at home to Real Sociedad is going to be for a Barcelona home win and over 1.5 goals. And as I mentioned, Lewandowski, he will probably score 1 of those goals. So there you have it, guys, my top 6 predictions for this weekend's La Liga and FA Cup games. What are your top predictions for this weekend's games? Who do you think will win La Liga this season? Let me know down in the comments. Have a great week, everyone. Enjoy the football, and I'll see you again soon.